Ragnarock is a rhythm-based game where you use your hammers to hit drums to a mix-up of Viking, Celtic, and pirate-style rock music. It's a fantastic addition to rhythm games with an amazing soundtrack. Before we get started, I want to quickly say that I am currently live streaming on YouTube 24/7 until I reach 100,000 subs. I created this entire video while live, and I'll continue to create future videos while live as well until I reach my goal. So if you're interested in seeing the process and want to support me along the way, hit the sub button and come say hi. I'm typically live from noon to midnight Eastern Standard Time. The mechanics in Ragnarock are simple, and you have 4 drums that you hit with your hammers. You're a Viking on a ship, and your Vikings row the ship for you. You play the role of hyping up Vikings on your ship so that they row faster, similar to the guitar dude in Mad Max Fury Road. The goal is to have the Vikings on your ship row as far as possible during each song. There are 4 rows of runes which make their way towards each drum, and you hit the runes when they reach the top of the drum. Hitting the rune as it's centered on top of your drum is important, because it will power up your hammers and make your Vikings row faster on your ship. If you hit the note too early or too late, then you will miss the note and your hammers will lose their power up. This means you have to consistently keep hitting runes without missing any to power up your hammers fully so that you get a boost. Once your hammers are charged with a boost, indicated by a blue gauge on the shaft of your hammers, you can hit a shield at any time you desire to give your Vikings extra motivation so that they row faster for a brief period. With that in mind, there are 2 levels to charging your hammers for a boost. The first charge will give a smaller boost to your speed, but if you choose to keep drumming away and gather more boost charge, then your hammers will eventually glow yellow, meaning you hit maximum charge, and this will give your Vikings a much bigger boost to their morale, meaning they will row even faster. Just make sure you don't miss a note during this time, because that will fizzle out your boost entirely, and you'll have to earn it all over again. As far as calibration goes, you can adjust your drum and hammer settings by moving the drums up or down and rotating your hammers to meet your desires. In Ragnarock, you are competing with others to row your ship the furthest on the leaderboard. There are single-player modes where you can enjoy the various environmental scenes, or you can get side by side with another Viking ship in multiplayer and compete more directly. Negative aspects. You cannot adjust drum positions, and I personally wanted to adjust drums to wrap around me to feel more natural. The further drums on the left and right side feel a bit out of reach, but if they were brought closer to me, then I'd be able to reach them much easier and it would feel more natural for me to hit them. However, this would be difficult to implement, because this means that the notes coming towards you would hit your side drums at a different time since they would be closer to you. So unfortunately, I don't see this issue being fixed. Another issue is that there is really only one style of music to enjoy, and currently you cannot create custom songs. So if you do not enjoy the Viking, Celtic, pirate-style music, then Ragnarock probably isn't for you. Calibration is insanely important, and if you're not calibrated perfectly, then you're going to miss notes, and this can be frustrating. This is no different than a game like Beat Saber, but Beat Saber is more forgiving due to the style of the game. You're swinging to slash through notes in Beat Saber, but in Ragnarock, you have to always lift your hammer back up and above the drum before slamming it back down. This can both be good and bad. This is good because it's a more simple movement, which people will learn faster, but bad because it becomes exhaustingly repetitive, and songs don't feel much different from each other in terms of movement. What I mean by this is that in Beat Saber, good songs are choreographed in a way which makes you feel like you're dancing, because the boxes you slash through can be positioned in more ways other than the static drums which are in front of you in Ragnarok. I understand these are completely different games, but I am saying this because in Beat Saber, each song will have a completely different feel to it. But with Ragnarock, each song feels the same, where you're hitting 4 static spots, which are your drums. My suggestions. Single hammer maps would be a great addition, and would add a new layer to the game. I also think they should add better hammer calibration so you can control the rotation and the length of the hammer for better control. If we look at their roadmap ahead, we can see they have some improvements coming along the way later this month. And in summer this year, we will be getting the full game with more changes, so we will see how this game improves. But so far, I think it's in a fairly good position. I'll be doing a full review for Ragnarock during its official release this summer, so if you want to see that, make sure to stick around. If you want to know what I'll be reviewing next, make sure you stop by my live stream, and you might see me working on it when you do. I'll be reviewing every game I play in VR, so if you enjoyed the video, Subscribing is the best way to get more. Make sure you hit the bell to get notified as soon as I release new videos, and liking the video will show your appreciation. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. And if you want to know what's on my mind, then follow me on Twitter. Links to everything are in the description down below. As always, make sure you think for yourself, which means question yourself, do what makes you happy, and I'll see you all next time.